What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out. It is time. It is time to go and get your Fantastic Four First Steps tickets. Tickets are going on sale tomorrow. Marvel Studios posted this up. And, of course, it's arriving in theaters July the 25th. They even gave us a new poster to kind of go with it. You know, I think the poster's okay. It doesn't look half bad. So, yeah, we're going to get our opportunity to buy tickets June 4. Which I think is interesting because Superman, as we know, comes out 2 weeks ahead of this, all right? Superman is in theaters July 11, but we saw this also popped up today. Superman's going to get another trailer, and tickets aren't going on sale until June 12. So tickets for Superman, which comes earlier, are going on sale later than the Fantastic Four First Steps tickets. I wonder if there's a strategy here where Fantastic Four is like, hey, let's get our tickets for sale earlier. Let's push that quicker than Superman's pushing theirs because, you know, again, it's a crowded July. All right. Jurassic World tickets have already been on sale, so you can go and get those. But now you can say, well, you know what? If I bought my tickets for Fantastic Four, okay, I already got my spot. I'm locked in, you know, and now Superman tickets are on sale. And it's like, man, you know what? We already spent money on Fantastic Four. We already spent money on Jurassic World, you know, and here's Superman last to the list. You know what? Maybe I'll wait and see what the reviews say before I go and buy tickets for this so then they don't go get theirs pre-sold or whatever, you know. I don't know if there's a strategy behind that, but, you know, it is what it is. Another thing is, you know, when it comes to this poster, it just kind of hit me like there's something wrong with this Reed Richards. I'm sorry. Pedro Pascal and Reed Richards just don't mesh. And I was talking to a friend about it today, and I was like, look, Reed Richards is for lack of a better word, a Chad. All right? Like, that's who Reed Richards is. Like, Pedro Pascal doesn't give that off. He doesn't give off like, yo, I'm that dude. All right? I am that guy. That's what Reed Richards is, you know? And this guy doesn't really, like, exhibit that persona, you know? Like, hold on, like, this is what Reed Richards should look like, okay? All right, cleft in the chin, chiseled jawline, you know, a Chad, right? That's what you think of when you see Reed Richards, and this dude just doesn't, he just doesn't exhibit that kind of a personality. He just doesn't, all right? I'm not saying he's something wrong with him, this, that, or whatever, but just like, you don't give off this at all, all right? All right, you don't give off this. He gives off, what did he call himself?
I am a lazy 50-year-old bougie bitch. What, you don't want to...
Yeah, he gives off that, okay? That's what Pedro Pascal gives off. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll have to see. But look, let's talk about this situation right here. We got some news regarding Dr. Doom, all right? Dr. Doom, who is the Fantastic Four's main villain, all right? Like Dr. Doom and Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, they all go hand in hand. And so everybody's asking this question. Is Dr. Doom in the Fantastic Four? Well, the director has had his response. The director says, I'm going to tell you whether or not he's in this movie or not. So what did Matt Shakman, the director, have to say? He told the outlet for Empire, Doom is not part of my film and therefore not a part of my purview. So the answer is no. Now, we have heard that he is going to be in some sort of a post-credit scene, all right? That's the spoiler. That's the rumor that's out there right now. Post-credit scene with Franklin Richards. He's holding him as a little baby, but we don't see, like, the Robert Downey Jr. face. All we see is his back, you know? So that's how we're introduced to Dr. Doom. I mean, I'm sorry, man. That's just a lame-ass way to introduce Dr. Doom if that's how they're going to do it. You know, he should be in the movie. I'm sorry, he should be in the movie. They should, now that they've cast Dr. Doom and we know who Dr. Doom is, they should find a way to get him into the movie and make him somewhat a small part, even if they have to reshoot a single scene just to put him in there, because Dr. Doom is one of the most important villains, if not the most important villain in the Marvel's pantheon. There's nobody bigger than Dr. Doom, so I don't understand why you would even think about making a Fantastic Four movie without putting him in. He doesn't necessarily need to be the villain, but you got to have him mentioned in there. You got to have him show up in there and have his threat kind of looming, you know, even though Galactus is like this giant planet-eating monstrosity, you still have to have Dr. Doom in the mix because you don't want to introduce him in some sort of a post-credit scene. That's trash. I'm sorry, that's just trash, you know? But yeah, that's the news that we're hearing on Dr. Doom, that he's not going to be in the movie. Now, of course, some people, they ain't even buying it. Cosmic Marvel had posted this up. Matt Shakman confirms that Dr. Doom will not appear in Fantastic Four First Steps. Yeah, you can see some of the some of the responses. They're like, yeah, all right, sure. Yeah, sure. We'll believe that when we see it, as if people are going to believe it. Exactly. This guy's like, this ain't our first rodeo. And Andrew Garfield there, right? Yeah, you ain't going to get away with that one twice. Listen, I have a feeling that Matt Shakman is telling the truth, but he's also not explaining the whole truth. He's probably not in Matt Shakman's movie. All right. Because again, let's go back to the actual quote that he said. Doom is not a part of my film. All right. So he's very specific. It's like the film that I made. Oh, Doom's not in that. So I can't answer that question. It's not a part of my purview because he's not in my film. But to say that he's not in the movie is like, maybe they reshot some stuff with Robert Downey Jr. and then Kevin Feige just inserted that in, which is what, in my opinion, they should do if they didn't have him already in the movie in the first place. You can't have a Fantastic Four movie going out there and not introducing Dr. Doom in one way, shape, or form. It just doesn't make any damn sense. This guy matching my, sure, buddy, exactly. Look, Marvel's tried to pull this over on us once before, all right, when it came to the Spider-Man No Way Home, and is it going to be Tobey Maguire? Is it going to be Andrew Garfield? Are these guys going to appear? And everybody was mum's the word, or they were giving us all kind of false, misleading signals and everything. Look, I think Dr. Doom's going to be in it, and if he is, then, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, exactly. It's like everybody's going right on back to Spider-Man No Way Home. It's absolutely insane. Why would Dr. Doom appear in the movie? It makes sense for Dr. Doom to appear in. Way better to have him randomly be a massive threat out of the blue with no build-up. Boom, exactly. Zach, you nailed it, bro. You got to have him be some sort of a looming threat, all right? He doesn't have to be like a main part of the overall story, but you got to mention, hey, man, Victor Von Doom, hey, and then you show him, you talk to him a little bit or whatever. All right, now back to the movie, but you got to have him in there. It's no difference than Thanos, okay, being kind of this looming threat that was kind of always circulating in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the Infinity Saga, the first 3 phases. All right, Thanos was always this threat that was just kind of hanging out in the background. You got to have Dr. Doom be the exact same way, especially in the Fantastic Four movie. I don't understand why you would even write a Fantastic Four movie without putting Dr. Doom in there somewhere. And also consider this. This broke the internet last year. Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom for 2 Avengers movies. I mean, he absolutely stole the show, wrecked everything across the internet. I remember we were covering it live and we couldn't believe it ourselves. This broke the internet last year. Are you telling me that you're not going to try to get Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom somewhere in this movie, especially a movie that's mid and meh? People's text screenings are coming back. It's trash. People don't like it, or they at best think it's mid. And you're not going to try to put this guy in there to at least build up some, okay, go see it just to see the first appearance of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. You mean to tell me Kevin Feige ain't thought of that idea? Of course Kevin Feige has thought about it. I thought about it. And it's a great idea. I would absolutely do this. Now Kevin Feige, yeah, he's Kevin Feige. He's been dropping the ball as of late. So maybe he didn't think of it. But yeah, I mean, you get this guy in the movie. You get him in the movie because it's been bad. Everything about this movie, the Silver Surfer, all right? You got Pedro Pascal. You got all of this female girl boss shit it looks like it's just going to be hot trash. You get Robert Downey Jr. back in there. And say, yo, at least for 5 minutes, Robert Downey Jr. is going to show up. He's going to say hi. He's going to do this, do that. And boom. All right, that'll bring some more people in just on the strength that he's in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's no way in hell, in my opinion. I mean, I guess there is a possibility, but it would be retardation on a whole level if they didn't put this dude in the movie at all, man. I would be shocked. So tickets going on sale. I don't know if we're going to see Doom in this thing or not. Like I said, I think that this may be a strategy in regards to putting these tickets out early because Superman, I don't know. Superman should have probably already had its tickets out and available. Now that's not going on sale till next week. So Fantastic Four might be jumping the market and getting the edge on Superman because they're putting theirs out a week ahead of time. Who knows? We'll have to see. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Do you think Doom shows up? I think Doom shows up in a minor, significant way. In Fantastic Four First Steps. I don't think there's a chance in hell that you put Doom out there fresh for the first time as a post-credit scene, and then the next thing he does is he's in a movie. They didn't even do that with Thanos, and Thanos is not nearly as big a villain as Dr. Doom. All right, but anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.